Rob's like, fuck, they didn't like my other movie. All right, Rob, this one was quite a departure from like the first film. It actually fleshes out the character of Chromeskull a lot and goes in a completely different, I'd say even kind of unexpected direction. How about you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is cool. Head like a hole! Hold it back. Is that better? I kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, we did the first movie, and I think we got a lot of stuff right with the first film. I think the character of Chromeskull, I set out to make something very mysterious and with kills like, you know, they're kind of unrivaled for a film of our size, and I think we did that. I think there were some things that, you know, that needed to be expanded on that we got, you know, wanted to get a little bit more right this time, and you know, Kevin Bokar is one of my best friends and a great writer, and he wrote the script with me, and we decided early on that we wanted to do something that gave the fans what they liked about the first one, which is Chromeskull and the kills, and then write a completely different story around it, and I wanted to give it a lot more of a voyeuristic kind of feel, and I think the look of the movie and the sound of the movie even is a lot more like what I originally wanted to do with the first one.
Yeah, I'll just say that when Rob said, let's just go make the movie, I'll take it further away there. Now we're more intimate. What? Talk. Yeah? All right, let's go. Hey. Anyway, so, but you know, Rob said there's a couple things from the first movie that some fans criticized that he wanted to deal with, like there's actual guns in the movie, and
everybody's got a phone.
Everyone's got phones and all that. But I remember about a year ago, actually, before we wrote it, we talked about what we're going to do, and you know, the one thing you said at the beginning was Chromeskull can't just get up and walk. You know, we're not going to do supernatural, and he can't get up and walk away. And initially, it was the idea of I think one person helping him. And somehow, and there's like everybody dresses in black and runs around and does stuff for him, and shelter corporations and all sorts of stuff. And at one point, there was a helicopter that was going to come and get him from Moreland's store. But anyway, here, I'll pass it back.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I project. Pass it to Thomas.
Hey, yes. Thomas, how did it feel to return? Is that the question?
First of all, are you dead?
Answer that. If you watch the movie again, he's going like this.
1, 2, 3. Did you keep that tape? You kept that one? I do 1, 2, 3 in the tape because I'm going to hopefully be in the third one, even if I'm dead. Yeah, no, it was very bizarre doing this movie because obviously I had a smaller role. I'm like so scared of this microphone. I had a smaller role in the first one, but it felt very, very tiny as a movie. And then I came on this thinking I would have a small role again, and then I'd been written into the whole thing, and it felt massive all of a sudden, which it wasn't, but it felt huge, and it was really amazing to just see what kind of shit he could turn into Shinola. Basically, it was like to take like these empty rooms and turn them into scary dungeons. I was actually nervous watching it this time. I got like literally like, yeah. Yes, I did do some of the music. A lot of
Sweet.
Anyway.
Nick.
All right, so first movie, you have your fucking face melted off. Did you think you were coming back?
There was no melting. Terrible.
I'm pretty sure we knew we were going to do another one on the set of the first one. We were already just joking around with different titles and names and stuff. And I don't know, I think when we were doing the first film, we knew we had something pretty cool for horror fans. And it was made by horror fans, for horror fans, and no one else. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is Rob's baby, and it's my stepchild. So, yeah, no, I know. I love this character. It's the best character I've ever played. It's the best character I ever will play. And I'll do him for as long as I can walk, you know?
So, I remember when we first met a long time ago, we had a conversation. One of the things you said to me was one of the things you've always wanted to do is get to play like an iconic slasher. You wanted to be like a a Michael Myers. You wanted to be something to that effect. Now that you've had the chance to portray a character more than once and do a badass job each time, what was like getting into that? Now that you've had the opportunity to be the slasher that you always wanted to be, I guess.
I don't know, it's, what I always said before was I came from New England to Hollywood with cane-harder dreams, and I got that. And I don't get the right to call Chromeskull iconic. Fans and everybody like that, they blessed my heart with calling me an iconic slasher. I'll never say that myself. It's people that dig the movie that say that, you know. So now my dreams are kind of like Boris Karloff dreams. I just want to keep playing the bad guy. I'm a good guy in real life, and that shit is boring. So I want to just keep playing bad guys, and I'm more than happy to do it.
Now, as I was saying, one of the bigger things in this movie that stand out just about more than anything are the quality of the kills, and just about everybody up there right now has had some really, except for you, Camden, we'll get to you in a second, some really wicked shit done to them in this movie. Let's pass the mic around, let's talk about what it was like working with all the effects, and remind people what happened to your kills in case they need a quick refresher.
Hello. You know, I've known Rob for about 10 years now, and I've been very lucky that any kind of horror stuff, actually, I've been in quite a few TV shows, Angel and Buffy, and then got lucky to get a nice role in The Crazies with Almost Human, and Rob said, hey, I'm doing Chromeskull, you know, laid to rest too, so I was all excited, and I said, well, I mean, what's the first thing you ask? Do I die nice? And Rob says, oh yeah, you're going to die real nice. We're going to chop your head in half and lift you off the ground, and you get to play a cop. I don't really like cops very much because they usually pull me over, but
I love cops.
yeah, you liar. But you know, it's nice to work with Rob because you know I've been doing this for a long time, and most of the people up here have been acting a long time. And Rob is a real hands-on director that'll, you know, sometimes you work on these big, you know, $20 million movie, and the director doesn't talk to you very much. You're like, am I doing all right? And if he doesn't say anything to you, you're like, I guess okay. Rob will come over and say, look at. Doing a good job, this little bit. So he's a real hands-on director. So it's really nice, and he like the man here said, Rob is a horror fan. I mean, before he's anything, he loves the business. This is what he wanted to do, and most of us up here are horror fans. So when you get to work with someone like Rob and everybody on his team that lives for this stuff and is fans of this stuff, it comes out on the camera. I think so. It's really cool.
Yeah, that gets pretty sick. Well, as you know, my scenes, something always ends up in my mouth. And this was one of them. Except it had a touch of blood. There was definitely some penetration there. So, and this one hurt too. This one hurt too. No, I really, I'm PG-13 this time, okay? Do it for the kids.
HCR.
I really wanted something, you know, bloody and gory, and, you know, when Rob told me what he had lined up for me, it was so cool, and it was unbelievable. I was just extremely nervous to work for him. And I just didn't want to be a mess up like the last. But moving on. It was great.
Next kill.
And it was gory. And I don't know. You guys seem to get a kick out of it. I think you guys enjoyed it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's more of a mental thing, really. You know, we talked about it, and. It's like, you know, when something's going in your mouth. No, I'm serious.
Right.
I don't know.
And next.
Next.
Hey, hi, Robson.
Oh.
Disney.
Hi, everybody.
No.
I got my ear and my pigtail chopped off, and it was fun.
Short and sweet, I like it.
I think we did it twice, right? The second time was really cold because the blood was dripping and they just kept pouring it. And then Rob came in and he's like, "What? Too much blood." But I was like, "Never too much blood." And I loved it. And I love this cast, and Rob and Kevin and Chang and everybody rocks. And Mimi, let's give it up for Mimi. I mean, just like watching her, we were just talking, like, it's exhausting, and my heart went out to her for the whole movie, so now I'm gonna really give it up to Mimi. Thanks, Amy. Well, I didn't die, so I'll be in the Chromance, where I get Stockholm Syndrome, and Chromie and I have a love affair.
I didn't recognize it.
No, it was such a blast working on this. The whole cast and crew, and it was amazing on this. My God, it was just amazing, and it was just a thrill to work on such an amazing project.
I died in the first one. I got my head chopped off. Yeah, I died in the first one, but Sexy Bitches has to be in every single Robert Hall film. And there was no other way to do it, so...
Tell them what that tape is from.
That tape, actually, we filmed that at... Can we say where we filmed that, Megan? Yeah, we went to Not Scary Farm. Not Scary Farm right before Halloween, and ran around with a camera, and
So all that was very
all that was very real because I'm terrified of clowns.
Nice.
Cameron, you
I
didn't die, but you're a good Rob Hall alumnus for a long
I can come back and stitch you back up again, Nick.
Sort of Chromie gets his bites.
That's right, yeah. So, oh, here we go again. Didn't I tell you to play more careful? Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
Danielle and Brian.
It was great. It was great. It was. We only shot one day. I shot one day with him, and I loved how simple we kept it. We kept it very simple, and often simplicity of film is, at the time you're thinking, oh, am I doing enough? But in film, it's so much about the images, how they're juxtaposed with each other, and it's better to keep it really simple, I think. Wouldn't you say, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Something about simplicity, and I really love that fact that we did keep that scene really simple. And I love the whole surgical scene that we spent another day shooting. Yeah, and that the way you pieced that together was really fun.
Well, you're always around if Chromeskull gets messed up.
Exactly.
Last one.
What's the question?
Hello, Chris.
I don't know.
Because I'm way down here, I forgot the question.
How do you do it, fun dying?
I had fun dying. No, it was a really good time. I want to know what the deal with the lollipops is. What's the story?
Did you bring enough for everyone?
It keeps me quiet.
Okay. Unlike her, I didn't get it in the mouth. I got it in the face. I enjoyed that. But no, it was really good. Rob, those guys did a really good job. All those guys up there that are sitting up there. It was really enjoyable. I have a huge background in prosthetics, and I can't tell you how many years I've experienced people complaining about getting rubber glued to them, and the glue, and the this and the that, and I've always sat there and said, you know what, if I ever have a chance to do this, I'm never going to say one word, and it looks so enjoyable and so fun. And that's exactly what it was. Those guys made it great, and Rob made it great. And the other thing, too, was Rob had a lot of, he put a lot of pressure on himself in regards to the first film. The kills were so great, and everybody really liked it, and he really wanted to up himself on this, and so did all those guys up there, and I think they did a really good job in doing that, and they were very successful. So, yeah, I had a really good time. Everyone was really